This is so bad. I don't even know if I should admit this. I guess I can cut it out. Today I am finally going to get answers. I don't think they're the answers I'm necessarily going to want. It has definitely not been a seamless journey thus far. I have, It's been about a week and a half since I found out I was pregnant. If you were to ask me, by the way, I would have said it's been 4, 5, 6 weeks. Like, it has felt like a century, especially because of some of the symptoms I've been getting that when I Google it, it's just not looking good. And it's like every day I wake up and I'm just like, what's going to happen today? Like, what am I going to experience? And it's been crazy. So I went to the doctor last week to confirm the pregnancy. The blood test did come back saying I was pregnant, like there's HCG, or at least there was, in my blood. But I was diagnosed, I don't even know if this is a diagnosis, it's on my chart, with what is called a threatened miscarriage. Meaning, I Googled it, there's like a chance I will miscarry based on some of the things that I've experienced. And that obviously is not ideal. It is funny because there is like one little bright spot, like Zach. First of all, Zach has been like amazing. And the thing is, like, I've been really trying to be open with him about what has been happening. And I feel like he still has so much hope. And I'm trying to not be a Debbie Downer, but like I'm telling him, like, please do not get your hope up. Like, he's not even here. This is going to be my first ultrasound. If I thought things were going to go well today, he'd be here to hear the heartbeat and all of that. And I know everyone is different with this. I just want to be alone when I hear bad news. I know that's crazy. It has nothing to do with Zach. It has nothing to do with my relationship. I just don't want it to be a whole thing, like coming in with my husband. Like, I just don't want that. Obviously, I'm going to go home and, I'll be with Zach, but like just in the moment, like I just want to be alone. So, but when I was telling Zach, so the very first bad sign I experienced was about a week ago at this point. I guess over a week ago, brown spotting, which is just not something you want to see if you're pregnant. It could be okay, but it's very often, and I've been just on Google, which probably isn't good, but at least like now I'm prepared for what to expect. And I saw it. I was so sad when I saw it. Zach woke up, came downstairs, and I was like, I need to like tell him what's happening. And I'm like, Zach, like I this morning like did experience brown spotting, which is really not good and not a good sign. And he's just looking at me and he's like, what? And I'm like, I've had brown spotting this morning. And he's like, what's brown spotting? And I'm like down there, like, and he goes, it's like a literally like 10-second pause, and he goes, so you're peeing brown? And if you know, it has nothing to do, it's not your pee. So I was like, wow, that is great. But I've had that. I have had horrible cramping. Like, I've heard of people who in the beginning have like cramps. These are crazy. I've also had a lot of pain, which is not good. Right now, I'm actually a little bit scared. I'm experiencing what's called an ectopic pregnancy, which means it's the embryo, the egg, whatever it is, it implants in not your uterus. It has to be in your uterus for the pregnancy to be viable. It can implant in the fallopian tube, the abdomen, the cervix, and if it implants anywhere but the uterus, you cannot like go through with the pregnancy, and it's actually very dangerous for the mom. So that is a concern. Obviously, the other concern is just, I don't know. This like whole thing is such a mind trip. Like, first I was just so grateful, like, oh my gosh, like the pregnancy test was positive. I couldn't believe it. And then I feel like it was just the very next day where I was just like, well, it's too good to be true. And then the day after that was when I started experiencing some of these symptoms and signs. I honestly didn't go deep into the Google sphere with the whole threatened miscarriage thing, just because I just don't want to see it. So anyway, I am sitting outside. I am 21 minutes early right now, as usual, and like I'm just trying to prepare myself. And honestly, I might not even continue vlogging for the rest of the day, just depending. The thing is, like, I know and I'm prepared for what to expect, But I still think no matter what, you have a sliver of hope. Like, you just have like the smallest bit of hope, like maybe everything can work out okay. And so, yeah. Anyway, I've just been rambling, but either way, like, what is meant to be will be. That is the thing. Like, I really have to trust this. And I always do. Like, sometimes it's hard. You're just like, but I want this. What is meant to be will be. So. It's a lot later. I ended up not vlogging after the doctor's appointment because I just feel like it was all very overwhelming. So first of all, technically I got good news. I am 6 weeks and 5 days pregnant. There was a heartbeat. I couldn't hear it, but she said there was a heartbeat. I need to schedule an OB appointment. Like, just these pains I'm feeling. One reason for the pain could be if I have cysts on my ovary, which isn't a big deal at all, but there are no cysts on my ovary, which is like freaking me out even more. And like, I just need to take this one day at a time. Like, today I am pregnant and I don't know, I'm just like letting all of my worries and fears get to me. And I'm just like, I just don't want to get my hopes up and get so excited, but sitting there and seeing our baby, the little, like, so little, I think it's like the size of a blueberry. Oh my gosh. I mean, instant tears. I'm literally like already crying. Like, it's insane. And I'm just, yeah. So that's the update. One day at a time. We'll see what happens from here, but I'm so thankful. And like, I just know whatever's meant to be will be. Every time I go to the bathroom though, I'm just terrified because of the symptoms I had been having, and it's just like, it's so hard to function. Like, it's so hard to do anything or walk around, like keeping this secret and having this fear, one day at a time. Today I am 6 weeks, 6 days pregnant. None of it feels real, by the way. I feel like I'm lying to you. So that's one of the reasons, like, I haven't told anyone except obviously Zach. Because first of all, I don't want to like build up people's excitement if something bad were to happen. Like, of course I would tell my family. I'm not trying to keep this a secret if something bad were to happen, but I just don't want them to get excited over nothing. So I don't know what I'll tell people. I don't know. We'll see. But I am like not doing well with like my biggest symptom, food aversions. Like, please, I don't even want to talk about food. Like, just thinking about it is the most awful thing. I was keeping notes of some of my symptoms thus far. I forgot I thought this, but last week I wrote, wish I could get a feeding tube. Because obviously, like, I know I need to eat. I need to, it's like, so, like, I need to get this baby nutrients. I am taking a prenatal, but like, I need to like nourish, and I can't. Like, unless you are experiencing it, like, you just can't understand. You're like, what? Why not? Like, and the thing is, it's like, I always hear of people like, oh, I love cookies, and oh my, I could throw up. Like, nothing sounds good. Chocolate, I'm literally gonna just nauseous. It's just, that's like my number one symptom. And by the way, I'm not complaining at all. I am so grateful, like, just to have this, like, bring it on. But that definitely doesn't make it easier because I have to work today. I have things to do. And I just feel like absolute crap. Today I am 7 weeks, 1 day. Asher is by my side. There he is. Holy, I just like, I haven't thrown up yet. And like, I honestly like just wish I could just get it all out. Like, I just, very nauseous and tired. Honestly, I just like wish I could just sleep for like 20 hours, but obviously that's not possible. But I also gave up caffeine about, I guess it was like 2 weeks ago at this point, pretty much right when I found out I was pregnant. I was still drinking, and then a few days later, that's when the spotting happened and the cramps. I'm not taking any chances. Like, yeah, so I know you can drink caffeine when pregnant, like a modified amount, but like, just for right now with the cramps and how I've been feeling, and because I'm psychotic, I cut out caffeine cold turkey, and I'm definitely very tired. Okay, let me just tell you, I have never eaten Arby's in my entire life, and somehow I'm craving it. Somehow this is what's gonna make me feel better right now. I don't know.
Any sauce?
Just honey mustard. Thank you. I understand that what I'm doing right now is horrible. Like, who have I become? What the heck? I have to say, I just don't care. Like, I just need to eat food at this point because everything is giving me an aversion. I have zero cravings. Like this, I wouldn't even call a craving. It's not like I'm, oh my gosh, this is gonna be the best thing ever. I'm just thinking to myself, this is something that maybe won't make me wanna puke. So no shame at all. We're going for the gold. Oh. And in case you're wondering, I got the 3-piece chicken tenders with curly fries. Hi guys, right now I am, well, first of all, I'm being blinded. I tried to put I hate talking with my sunglasses on, but it's just way too sunny. I am currently on my way to my very first OB appointment. All of the other appointments I went to were with my gyno. It was really nice having her check everything in the beginning. Yeah, just because we weren't sure what the outcome was going to be, and like, it was just nice being with her. But now, as of today, I am 9 weeks and a day, and this appointment is obviously so exciting, but it's also so unbelievably nerve-wracking just because, yeah, I don't know. I'm really scared. Zach should be meeting me there, although there is a lot of traffic right now. He's meeting me from work. I can pretty much guarantee he's going to be late. I don't know if he's going to make the ultrasound or not. And I haven't been vlogging, by the way. Like, the only update is I feel like trash, like absolute garbage. I could fall asleep at any second of every day. I feel like I'm just gonna puke at every, like, I mean, I know these aren't positive updates. That's why I haven't been vlogging. I don't mean to be negative. I'm so grateful for these symptoms. Don't get me wrong. Like, honestly, there have been a couple days where I feel a little bit better and I'm like, bring on the nausea. Like, I know symptoms can come and go, but like, the nausea at least makes me feel like something is happening in my body. I don't know. But anyway, fingers crossed. I'm really hoping we get good news. Guys, I got good news. It was so nerve-wracking just laying there, having her like put all the stuff on your stomach and then just waiting. There is a baby. There is a baby in my stomach. Well, okay, wait. Okay, I know it's not in my stomach. I know it is in my uterus. I don't know why I just said that. Like, baby in my belly, like that's what people sometimes say. Okay, I don't know, but oh my gosh, I got to see the baby move. Like, it went like this. Zach missed it. He was like 5 minutes late, so I'm glad he got the tail end of it, but he missed the move. We heard the heartbeat, which kind of, I wonder if, I love how I'm always looking for, like, is something wrong? It does seem like it's kind of high, but oh my gosh. I am so happy. And also our due date got moved up. Like, the baby is like, it says I'm 9 weeks, 4 days right now, which is interesting. So I thought I was 9 weeks, 1 day, but oh my gosh, I am so grateful. And also the fact that I'm 9 weeks, 4 days means I am that much closer to my second trimester. I have heard that is when you get this like huge breakthrough in like not feeling like you are going to just vomit and die every day. Like, I'm just so tired, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, I can't believe, like, I just can't believe it. Like, it's there. It's like so hard to believe, but it's there. Guys, I don't know who I've become. I am the worst. I decided to get McDonald's as a little reward, and it's so funny because on my way there, I was thinking to myself, like, all right, like, they're probably gonna ask how I've been eating. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, you know, lie a little bit maybe and tell them, you know, everything's fine. But as soon as I got there, she didn't even ask. I just started confessing. I'm like, I've been eating like crap. It's awful. It's not good. And my doctor told me, like, it's totally fine with my nausea and everything in the first trimester. It's just all about carbs. This is a childhood favorite. I used to get this all the time. A Big Mac, okay? A Big Mac with no cheese and french fries, and that's just how it's gonna have to be. Morning, or not morning, oh my gosh, good afternoon, guys. It's like 4 o'clock, it's the next day. Oh, okay, that can't be good. Ash, you shouldn't do that. All right, clearly puppies don't, like, you know how they say, like, oh my gosh, my dog, don't do that, Ash. Dogs know I'm pregnant. Actually, maybe he does, definitely doesn't at all. But yeah, it's the next day, technically 9 weeks, 5 days pregnant, and I've been doing afternoon naps lately. Like, it definitely is at the point where it's necessary. It doesn't happen every day just because obviously with work and different things like that, it's just not possible. But these naps feel so good. I lay down at like 1:40 and it is currently 4 o'clock. And yes, when I say lay down, like I literally nap in his bed. I don't know. It just like helps me like keep an eye on him more because I just feel like if we're like both together, that's good. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but hamburgers have truly been giving me life. Like, just nothing hits the spot like a hamburger. And this is something I did not eat before this pregnancy at all. Like, at all. But very thankful for hamburgers. Oh my gosh, guys. I am so mortified right now. I haven't been to the gym in over a month, which is very unlike me. I was normally going like 5 times a week. My gym just sent me an email with the subject line, checking in. They like just, you know, like, we haven't seen you in a while. Like, hope you're okay. Like, hope we see you back here soon. I'm so embarrassed. Like, that's really sweet of them, obviously, but like, that's so humiliating. And like, today I'm 10 weeks, 2 days. I just feel like it's not so early to tell people, but like, yeah, it's just one of the things that you have to keep in mind, like when you're telling people in your first trimester, because things can happen. I'm not trying to be like negative because I know the start of this video was so negative, but every person you tell is a person you will have to tell if something goes wrong. And, you know, my mom, my dad, Zach's parent, like, we were like, oh my God, we tell them anyway. But now we're getting into like dicey territory where like, do I really want to tell people at my gym? So I'm gonna wait a few days to respond, but like, oh, that's so embarrassing. They're probably like, what is this girl doing? I've literally just been like sitting on my couch. Like, I physically, like, the idea of working out, it's not a possibility. And oh my gosh, all I see are so many pregnant people who are like, oh my gosh, yeah, of course I work out pregnant. Like, I thought I was gonna be that type of person, and I'm hoping like the second trimester can really, you know, turn things around for me. I've heard it from so many people, but as of right now, this is just embarrassing. And like, no, I cannot return today, tomorrow. Like, as we speak, I'm just so, let's say it together, nauseous. Like, it's just, anyway, that was just funny. Today I am 10 weeks, 5 days pregnant, and I figured we could do a little Meijer haul because this little haul I'm about to show you sums everything up. We've got double dark chocolate Milano. I used to love these when I was little. I'm trying these Outshine bars. Those sounded okay. And then mini Oreos. And listen, I'm ashamed. Like, I'm not proud of this, but I honestly don't care. I am so far past the point of caring just because my food aversions have been insane, where I am just desperately trying to find anything I can put in my stomach. So if it's a popsicle, if it's an Oreo, if it's a Milano cookie, like, it is what it is, and I'm at that point. It is what it is. This is the closest thing to fruit that I have eaten in like a month. I'm not kidding. I know that's so alarming, guys, but yeah. Today, I am 11 weeks, 3 days pregnant. Baby is as big as a large strawberry, and I have some monumental news. I am sitting before you, and I'm not nauseous. Guys, I could cry. I haven't yet, of excitement. Like, up until this point, since week 6, I have been nauseous at every second of every day. It's a low-grade nausea that throughout the day really escalates, but it has always been there. And like, I've been trying not to like vlog a lot, which like I want to document, but let me fix this. I know how this sounds. Like, oh my gosh, stop complaining. I'm not trying to complain. Like, trust me, in my real life, like, I don't sit around complaining to Zach. I know it's not gonna solve anything. If it was gonna solve anything, trust me, I'd be complaining all day. But I'm just trying to document it. Like, I'm just trying to keep it real. I never thought the first trimester or pregnancy was going to be hard for me just because it wasn't for my mom. My mom didn't deal with morning sickness at all, which, by the way, why do they call it morning sickness? Why? I've never heard of anyone say, I mean, I guess maybe some people, but for like, there's no morning to this. It's all day, all night. I would be just up at night between the hours of like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, just feeling so unbelievably nauseous. I've had the stomach virus before, right? Like, you have it for 3, 4 days, maybe 5, however many days. Like, this has just been a month and a half of like debilitating nausea. And the truth is, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, my schedule is so much more flexible than a normal job, but I do have, you know, deadlines, and I have to film videos, you know, like, there's no getting around that. And I'm so grateful. Like, I'm not totally in the clear yet. I still have maybe some like nausea spells. Basically, it's been 2 full days that I've been like nausea free for the most part. But I just can't begin to describe how freeing it is that I'm not just every single second of the day feeling the way I had been feeling. It's like, I never knew it could be this bad. I really didn't. I know that sounds ignorant, but I just didn't. And one thing I have to say, I haven't actually gotten sick. My body, I don't get sick very easily. Like, for example, I've had this stomach virus many times before where I don't actually end up getting sick. I'm just debilitatingly nauseous on the couch, all that. And honestly, I mean, in the toilet, in the bathroom preparing, but I never actually do. And I would never force myself to get sick. I honestly have a little bit of a fear of it. I think that's why I'm like holding it all in. But I have to say, I've actually been fantasizing about getting sick because I saw someone's video in which they said every time they did, like, at least there was like some relief there. And I feel like because I haven't, like, there has been no relief. And I cannot force myself to, like, it's just not gonna happen. But I've honestly, like, this is so bad. I don't even know if I should admit this. I guess I can cut it out. Like, don't judge me. We all have weird fantasies, okay? This fantasy doesn't mean you would actually do it. I would never do this. But it was like around Christmas. I was at a Christmas party and one of my friends who's a nurse told me her dog got something poisonous and she had to make him throw up, and she put hydrogen peroxide, she made him drink it, and he threw up because hydrogen peroxide is poison in and of itself, but it saved his life from what he ate. And so that was, I guess, in the back of my mind. I've just been laying in bed at night fantasizing about chugging a bottle of hydrogen peroxide and getting everything out of my system. Like, that isn't, I would never do it, guys, trust me. Like, not only would it harm me, it'll harm the baby, but like, it definitely like has been a fantasy of mine. Anyway, I just wanted to update you guys to say, like, there is hope at the end of the tunnel. I hope, I pray. I'm feeling so much better, and finally, like, some foods are starting to feel okay to me, because that's a whole other piece to this puzzle that was like so upsetting. I have in my notes, I think it was like week 6 or 7, that I just wanted to get a feeding tube, because every day having to wake up and figure out what to eat to make it add up to however many calories, because obviously, you know, I need to eat to live, was one of the worst feelings. The only way I can describe it is it felt like for the past month and a half, I've been in the back of a car and I've been forced to read a book. Like, I personally get very car sick if I'm reading. Like, that's just what it feels like. Car sick, reading a book, there's no way out of it. And so yeah, like, coming up with like any food that could feel okay, like, has just been so hard. Even thinking of it can somehow make me gag. And that has just been, like, eating has just been the hardest thing. And it sucks because eating is like one of, at least for me, like, life's greatest pleasures, life's greatest joys. And anyway, okay, all that to say, we might be turning a corner. I hope. I really, 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 really hope. I just drove 30 minutes for a salad, and I'm not even ashamed to admit it, because I'm just happy to be craving healthy things again. Ash, we're getting back on our health kick. Oh my gosh, a little bit. Yeah, so I can confirm this was 100% worth the drive. I think right now I am 11 weeks, 5 days pregnant, which is crazy. But right now, I am dealing with a lot of digestive issues, which, happy to say, the horrible nausea has not come back, which, Ash was just playing with his toy. Like, my stomach's not perfect. Like, I have, like, nauseous moments, but, oh my gosh, it's not, like, every second of every day. Like, so much better. But one thing I read, some people, if they're like intolerant to something, they're actually not intolerant to it during their pregnancy for whatever reason. Like, I know one YouTuber I follow, Sarah's Day, she can't have gluten, but when she was pregnant, she could have all the gluten she wanted. That is not the case for me. That is not. I really have been trying. I tried to experiment with dairy, and I'm allergic to egg whites. Let us just say, like, I am very much so still not in agreement with those items. So yeah, I'm just dealing with a lot of like digestive issues. But oh my gosh, I literally just feel like every time I turn on the camera, I'm complaining. That's like, can't emphasize this enough. Like, I'm not trying to complain. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep it real. Oh my gosh, I just did my first workout of this pregnancy. Guys, when I tell you what this was, you're not gonna believe it. I just ran for 90 seconds, and this is what it did to me. This is what happens when you don't work out for almost 2 months straight. Oh my gosh, I can't. Just completed a 2-minute run. We're up 30 seconds from yesterday. We got this. We got this. Explain why you're upset, Zach.
Because Clancy's a pain in my rear end.
Why?
Because we could find out the gender right now and you won't let us.
He has literally been like pawing at my phone, trying to break in. We're not doing it yet. It has to be special.
Yeah, it can be special tonight, you, me, and Asher.
No, there's nothing special about this moment.
That's what can make it special.
No, Zach. You're lucky I'm letting you find out before birth.
Yeah, I'm so lucky. You keep saying that, and I'm waiting to feel it. I'm lucky.
You know it.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
Luckiest guy on earth.
Luckiest guy around.
Just ran 3 minutes straight. Heck yeah. Today I am 12 weeks, 2 days pregnant. We've got our ultrasound and we're on our way to take our announcement pictures, which feels so surreal. I cannot believe it's already 12 weeks, 2 days. What the heck? I mean, honestly, in many ways it has felt like this has been going on for months, like years, doesn't it? Or maybe not you.
No, I mean, from the second you told me, it does feel like we've known now just a really long time to feel like we're not very that far along at all. It's actually kind of weird.
I know, it's pathetic, oh, you're only 12 weeks, 2 days. But right now we're actually doing Zach's #1 favorite activity, taking photos.
Take some photos. Not everybody's meant for the cameras and photos and everything else, so no, this isn't. We have fun and our photographer is really nice, so it's just the thought of getting ready to go do photos just doesn't jazz me up.
He's never excited, but he always loves the end result, right? You just die.
I don't know if I love the end result, but I think once I get there, I don't really care about the end result. It's just, once we're there, I do have fun.
Yeah, no.
It's just the process of oh, here we go.
And it's funny because my mom has been having issues with keeping this secret. She's keeping it, but it's very annoying. She keeps being when can we tell everyone? I don't feel that way because I've just been so sick that I feel I just don't want to speak about it. I don't want to talk. I just don't have a desire because I just don't feel well and I don't feel celebrating when I feel this way. But now that I really, I turned a corner ever since 11 weeks, whatever, however many days, I've just been feeling so much better. Oddly enough, right now I'm feeling a little nauseous, but it's nothing like what it was. I mean, what were you thinking in my times of despair? Did you even know how bad it was? I feel I didn't complain that much.
You feel like that?
Zach, I didn't complain that much. Obviously I was laying on the couch so you could tell what was happening, but I really, did not complain. I had, one...
I mean, I obviously felt bad. I don't know what you want me to say about this. It's you're yelling at me about your pain. I mean, it stung.
Don't judge me. No, I literally only had one night where I remember just looking into your eyes and being I'm gonna die. I'm not okay right now. But, I also recognize that's so stupid. It's not you could do anything to help me. So, just one week moment where I was I just need to tell this man that I'm not well. I guess, this is gonna be the end of my first trimester vlog, and going forward, I know people are gonna be well, is your whole channel just gonna turn into a pregnancy channel? No. However, my YouTube channel is always just where I'm at in life, whether I was in high school or college or starting out in a new career a couple of times. So, my vlog channel, or whatever this is, my channel, is always just my life. I'm not gonna be, whipping out, every single video is what I'm buying for baby, this, that, but yes, there are going to be pregnancy-related videos, because that's just my life, and I'm very, very, very excited. I cannot emphasize this enough. We really did not think this was possible for us. I still don't really believe that there is anything in there right now. Whew, okay, anyway, we're going to go take our pregnancy announcement photos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'm excited to do this journey with you. For better or worse, through the ups and the downs, who knows what the heck is in store these next however many weeks. What is 40 minus 12? 32. No. Oh my gosh, 28. I knew this. Okay, bye.